I just don't believe that everyone is built for this. The longer that I do this, the more I start to see that I think a lot of people like the idea of being a leader or an entrepreneur or growing a law firm. But then when it actually comes time to climb that mountain, that's where people start to negotiate with themselves. And they start to say, that's where the fear sets in, and they give in to that little inside. And that's where they start to reevaluate whether their goals are actually their goals or whether their commitments are actually their commitments. Because they like the idea of telling somebody at a cocktail party or telling somebody on social media, here's what I'm going to do. But then when it's in the shadows, when you actually have to do the work, and it's grueling and it's exhausting and it's extremely difficult, that's where you're really starting to, confront, look in the mirror and say, here's who I am. And you either give in or you find a way to push through and you get it done. There's no delicate way to say this. The results that you see from the people you admire, that is work that's done in the shadows. That's work that you don't see on social media. That's work that you don't see during daylight hours typically, right? Or even during weekdays. It's figuring out how to get to where you're going no matter what. You're having to make compromises. You're sometimes having to make sacrifices. You're having to make trade-offs. You can't live a normal life if you're trying to achieve something that is an outlier or abnormal in some way. That if you go into something already thinking it's not going to be successful, you're out of the fight before you even got in the fight. Again, I would reevaluate the mindset going in of saying that am I really committed to doing this? Do I really want to grow my business? Do I really want to commit to growing my law firm? And if so, not what I'm willing to do, but what am I willing to give up? And am I willing to give up maybe Netflix, maybe some sleep, maybe time with my friends? Am I willing to be able to do the things now that I need to do to achieve the life that I want later? You can't have it all the time. People talk about balance, right? You want to work 40 hours a week. You want to spend time with your friends. You want to spend time with your family. You want to be able to exercise and be in good shape. Your business is like nothing right now, and you want to be able to have it all. And that's just not the reality. What do you expect? The majority of businesses do not succeed. The majority of businesses do not grow to 7 figures or 8 figures. You want to know why that is? Because the majority of people are not willing to do what it takes.